Hi everyone, I've decided to put together a 5-part video about the season of Advent. As we approach the season of Advent 2020, it's been laid upon my heart to share some of the tenets of the Advent season. For in many ways, whether believer or non-believer, we have and continue to be in elongated Advent with COVID-19. And could use some good old-fashioned hope, peace, joy, and love, in my opinion. Dietrich Bonhoeffer once said, "The celebration of Advent is possible only to those who are troubled in soul, who know themselves to be poor and imperfect, and who look forward to something greater to come." For don't we all look forward to something greater to come in these days of pandemic and quarantine? And don't we all look forward to something which is greater, something that truly soothes the soul? If you were brought up in the Christian tradition, you may be familiar with the season of Advent, for it is the first 4 weeks leading up to Christmas. And for most, Advent is the season in which many await the coming of the Christ child at Christmas, believing the Christ child to be the light of the world, and yes, that's something greater. However, Advent has always not been connected to the awaiting of the Christ child at Christmas, but instead the waiting of the Christ to come, the Christ who comes a second time, to renew, restore, and reconcile, to be all in all, as it says in 1 Corinthians. Although most of us don't know that part of Advent, we only know the first. Nowadays, Advent traditions are surrounded by the reading of Scripture and the lighting of 4 Advent candles, traditionally representing hope, peace, joy, and love, as well as the final candle, the Christ candle, which burns the whole Christmas season until Epiphany. One of my favorite Advent hymns since I've been a child is O Come, Emmanuel. However, as I think this season in the midst of COVID-19, I encourage you, like myself, whether believer or non-believer, to sing to a different tune of O Come, Emmanuel, instead singing O come, hope, peace, joy, and love. For in hope, peace, joy, and love, we may find the true tenets of Advent, regardless of religion, regardless of tradition, regardless of belief. In hope, peace, joy, and love, we find unending love, unending conditional love from the source of life, the divine, the eternal, the very ground of being itself. So this Advent 2020, may you open yourself, may you open your heart to hope, peace, joy, and love. And through these practices, may we, just may we, get a little closer to welcoming the fullness of Christ once again, a second time. Tune in next week for my brief reflection on hope, and may you all this Advent season be consumed by hope, peace, joy, and love.